Korea hosts 16 UNESCO World Heritage Sites as well as 22 intangible cultural treasures. It also hosts an annual program that offers foreigners here in the country the chance to explore the sites and to play a part in promoting them beyond borders. On Issues and Insiders today, we sit down with the PAV participants who recently partook in the program. Hello and welcome. You're watching Issues and Insiders for this Thursday afternoon, July 18th, here in South Korea, in Min Sunhee. The K-UNESCO Adventure is an annual program that was launched back in the year 2014 in hopes of raising greater awareness about Korea's both tangible and intangible treasures among its foreign friends. For more, I have Rana Adil Mushtaq, who took part in the program last month. Adil, it's a pleasure to have you with us.
Yeah, same. Nice to meet you.
I also have Tram Tu Tran, who was also a member of the June program. Tram, welcome to the program.
Thanks for having me.
Right, Tram, this year's K-UNESCO Adventure began with a trip to the Gaya Tumuli, I believe, which secured World Heritage status last September. For the sake of our viewers who may not be familiar with this collection of burial grounds, could you tell us a bit about them?
Yes, the Gaya Tumuli Asian burial sites in Gyeongsangnam-do, South Korea. So there are about 780 of these sites with hundreds of thousands of individual tombs. And these tombs date back to Gaya Kingdom from the 1st to 6th century of the Common Era. And only 7 of these sites have been recognized as World Heritage Sites because they show different size and how constructors techniques change over time. And the burial grounds tell us about the Gaya Confederacy unique political system and culture. And they tell us about the way they live and the social hierarchy and also the cultural practices.
Right. And Adil, what were your thoughts about the trip to the Gaya Tumuli?
Yeah, thank you for having me. First of all, I love traveling and have been to different countries. And I love learning new culture, going to new places and meeting new people. So when I came to know that Gaya Tumuli were added to UNESCO World Heritage Site last year, I got really excited to go there. So because it feels good when you tell your people or online family that I have been to a place which were added to UNESCO World Heritage Site, right? So my whole trip to Gaya Tumuli was really interesting and informative, and it was a real journey back in time to discover civilization. And we get to know a lot about Gaya Tumuli, and the burial mounds were really impressive, especially learning how Gaya people were made them. And Gaya people had their own different culture, unique culture and burial practices, right? So Tamulis are one of the best examples, remaining example of how they live, right? And we learn about Gaya political system too. And the whole trip was really, and I'm very lucky that I got a chance to go there. And I get to know a lot that I didn't know before. So it was a really good trip for me.
Adil, is this a day trip or a...
No, it was a 2-day trip and 1 night.
Right,
and
so 1 night, 2 days.
Yeah, 1 night and 2 days, yeah. We went to so many different places and I love every place. And the weather was really good and the greenery surrounding the Tamulis, it's really beautiful and amazing.
Right, yeah. I see. Tram, what one aspect of the K-UNESCO Adventure would you choose to applaud? And similarly, what one aspect could be perhaps amended to allow for a better experience, do you think?
I think I was impressed by the thorough preparation by the staff there because on the first day in Gyeongsangnam, it was raining and we all thought that the weather might ruin our plans, but the staff were well prepared and provided raincoats and headphones for everyone. So it allowed us to walk outside and listen to the explanations despite the rain, which makes the trip much more enjoyable. As for improvements, I think it's more about my own experience because I'm quite too short, so whenever we gather up around an exhibit, I had to tiptoe to see over the heads of others. So I think it would be great if there are better arrangements for people of different heights.
Still, right. We'll make note of that, I'm sure. Adil, you visited the Gaya Tumuli in Gyeongsangnam City and in Hamham County. That being said, what do you believe are some other activities that travelers to these two places could enjoy?
Yeah, well, no doubt, Gyeongsangnam and Hamham, these both are truly wonderful cities well known for their rich culture and history. But apart from Gaya Tumuli, there is a much more to explore in these cities, right? So let's suppose nowadays it's summer, so you can go to Gyeongsangnam Lotte Water Park. You can enjoy plenty of slides and you can go for relaxation. It's a really good sport. And apart from that, you can go to Hamham Chilsung Market. Hamham Chilsung Market. It's a traditional market there, right? So you can go and you can feel that traditional taste. You can eat plenty of traditional food, buy souvenirs there and buy some goods for your loved ones, right? So I recommend to go there too. Also, you can go to Gaya Land, Gaya Theme Land. It's a theme park for children and families. You can go to enjoy rides and have fun. And the last one is, I really recommend people to go the last one. It's like staying in a Korean traditional houses. Yeah, you go there and you will stay for one night. People will go and experience how people used to be lived in Korean traditional houses back in times. So it is a very good experience, and I recommend people to do this one. It is a must-try thing to do in these cities.
So it's a stay at the hanok.
Yeah, exactly.
The traditional Korean houses.
Hanok. Yeah,
I
traditional
see.
houses. Yeah.
Tram, what are some other programs under the K-UNESCO Adventure for the remainder of this year?
I remember that our trip to Gaya Tumuli was just the beginning. In August, we also have a tour to Nonsan to learn about Joseon Dynasty's educational culture. And in September, we will visit Haeinsa Temple, Changgyeong Panjeon, and Ganghwa Dolmen site. October includes trips to Gongju, Buyo, and Baekje historic areas. And the last program in November will be in Suncheon, where we can make traditional Korean pastes like gochujang or doenjang. So each program will offer a lot of insights into Korea's rich cultural heritage and provide a lot of diverse educational experiences.
So not only are we seeing these cultural sites, we're also able to partake in intangible cultural experiences as well here in the country. Adil, that being said, which program under the K-UNESCO Adventure that is coming up for the remainder of this year would you like to partake in and why?
Seriously, I would love to participate in every program, and I will try my best to participate in as many as I can, but I'm really looking forward to the one that is happening in Seoul and where international students and social media influencers, staff from foreign embassies will participate in this event. The event is about Gyeongsang Kingdom. And I hear that this event will be happening in Gyeongbokgung Palace and other venues, and it's like exhibition. Okay, so I really wanted to go there because I really wanted to learn more about Gyeongsang Kingdom, because most of the new things in new culture, Korea's new culture, new Korea culture is because of Gyeongsang Kingdom, is the result of Gyeongsang Kingdom. That's why I really wanted to go there and learn more about Gyeongsang Kingdom.
Right,
yeah, so I'm looking forward to that program.
And Tram, speaking as a guest from Vietnam, which program under the K-UNESCO Adventure do you suppose would travelers from Vietnam be interested in?
Well, from my point of view, I think the trip to Suncheon will be most interested Vietnamese people, because there are many Korean barbecue restaurants in Vietnam, and people in Vietnam already eat barbecue with a lot of several Korean places. So I think Vietnamese people will love to join that kind of activity, how to make Korean fermented paste like doenjang, gochujang, or samjang as well. And we have very big love for Korean food. So I think we will like that activity.
And this particular activity is taking place in November.
Yes, right, in Sunjang, yeah. And because I think that Vietnamese and Korean culture value healthy eating, and we believe that we are what we eat, so learning and understand the ingredients and methods behind the nutritious paste will like very appealing activity for Vietnamese friends. I would recommend this trip to every Vietnamese friend that I have.
Right. Yeah. And what about you, Adil? Speaking as a guest from Pakistan, which program under the K-UNESCO Adventure do you suppose would be of interest to travelers from Pakistan?
So speaking as a guest from Pakistan, I believe that Gaya Tumuli heritage, Pakistani would love to go to that Gaya Tumuli heritage site too, because since we have some ancient tombs in Pakistan too, but they are quite different in shapes. So Pakistani people would love to come and visit the Gaya Tumuli heritage site, and they wanted to see the difference, how different these people are, right? And since we have two ancient civilization in Pakistan, Mohenjo-daro and Harappa, these two. So of course Pakistani people would love to come and see this civilization site, Gaya Tumuli, and they would love to compare the differences, how people used to live here, how they used to build houses, etc. And they would love to compare the differences, the life of Korean and Pakistani people back in the past. So I believe Pakistani would love to visit this place.
Right, the Gaya Tumuli.
Yeah, Gaya Tumuli, yeah.
Tram, pundits, moving forward that is, pundits claim that K-entertainment, Korea's music, movies and dramas, K-entertainment as a whole has perhaps served as the best South Korean ambassador in Vietnam. Yeah. What are your thoughts on that? And how do you explain perhaps the popularity of K-pop and movies and drama over in Vietnam?
Well, I totally agree because Korean pop culture has been a great ambassador for South Korea in Vietnam, because whenever we talk about Korea, we immediately think of K-pop songs and idol groups and their style. Like, even I'm not a huge fan of K-pop, it's so popular that I cannot ignore it. And I remember the Born Pink concert of Blackpink in Hanoi in 2022 was a major event with many Vietnamese fans attending. And now even my parents now know who Blackpink is. So the widespread influence has strengthened the bond between Korea and Vietnam, making Korean entertainment a powerful cultural bridge. And about other like popular K-dramas like Lovely Runner or Queen of Tears is often discussed on social media these days. And many Vietnamese news websites frequently report on Korean showbiz events and Korean reality shows as well. Like Running Man have been adapted for Vietnamese audience and very successful. And I have to say that there is a lot of local remix of Korean themes and Korean shows are become big hits in Vietnam. One Night, 2 Days show can be an example because the Vietnamese version of that game show has reached to season 3 and still continues to become very popular within Vietnamese people.
Right, I see. Good to know. Yeah. And Adil, what can you tell us about the Korean wave in Pakistan?
It's unbelievable. Like nowadays, people are literally crazy about Korea. They just want to come to Korea at any cost, especially girls. They are a huge fan of BTS, K-pop, especially BTS, and now of course K-dramas too. They watch a lot of K-dramas and BTS. Like in Pakistan, we have a huge number of BTS army, and you know they sometimes run some charity programs on the name of BTS, and they have a very good unity in Pakistan. I mean, in one call or one message, they will send you millions of rupees. Yeah, if it's BTS, we will send money. Yeah, this kind. And every Pakistani now, they start loving Korean food too. Because me, myself, I promote a lot Korean food. Yeah, if you see my Instagram, I post a lot about the kalbi. I love the kalbi. And like my friends always said that you should be the brand ambassador of the kalbi. Okay, so of course now in Pakistan, we have a lot of Korean restaurants and they are doing good businesses. So I would say that like Pakistanis, they are in love with Korea. Nowadays, it's so much craze in Pakistan, and because they have been to different countries, but they haven't been to Korea yet, and Korea is new for them. And of course, I myself, I show a lot of my love for Korea, Korean culture, Korean people. I tell them how beautiful Korea is. So that's why they want to come to Korea for studies or for any purpose.
I see. And hopefully, Adil, here in Korea, you can tell the Koreans here how beautiful Pakistan is. I'd love to visit sometime in the future.
Sure.
Tram, on a personal level, I understand you're here as a student studying.
Yeah.
What encouraged you to pursue your academic interests here in South Korea?
Well, when I was in college, I majored in Korean language, so I always dreamed of days will come here and studying. And initially, I planned to attend the Broadcasting Academy in Vietnam, but I was fascinated by how Korea promotes their culture and its image. So that I want to learn the methods. I want to bring knowledge back to Vietnam and want to promote Vietnam's culture and image as well. And I realized that promoting a country's image is not just the government's job, but also individuals can play a big role. I'm lucky to have many Korean friends who are passionate about sharing the knowledge about culture and history, and they're curious about Vietnamese culture and Vietnamese history as well. So I think that the mutual interest and exchange of cultural knowledge between us inspired me a lot. So overall, my decision to come here and study has driven by that kind of professional inspiration and personal connections as well.
Right, of course. Public diplomacy is very important.
Yes.
Yeah.
Adil, what was behind your decision to come and pursue your studies here?
So actually, I have been to Korea 2 times before coming here for my studies, right? So Korea stole my heart first time when I came here. So it was a really dream place for me, but still I wanted to go to Europe for my studies. And even though I got admission in Europe, in Hungary, but still I choose Korea over Europe. Because I love Korea, the first main reason is like, Korea is one of the safest country in the world, okay? So if I ever go out at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., I feel safe. It's the best thing. And of course, Korea is more developed, more safe, more, you can say, technology-wise and more fast. Like subway system is like, the transportation system is really good. And even though if I go to Europe, I still need to learn language, right? So I chose Korea that like, I think like coming to Korea will be more beneficial for me, for my future. So that's why I chose Korea for my higher studies.
Right, and you're currently learning Korean, you said earlier on. How tough is it to master Korean?
Very tough. Very tough. Like, right now, I'm learning my Hangul, Korean language, right? So 한국어 조금 어렵습니다.
Right, so it's quite a bit tough.
It's tough.
But I'm sure you'll master it soon.
Yeah.
And what have been some of the merits, perhaps, as well as the challenges of your academic adventure here in South Korea?
Well, I think my biggest merits of my academic adventure here maybe take part in K-UNESCO program because it had given me a lot of knowledge and a lot of insight about history, Korea history and Gaya Kingdom. I also made a lot of good friends, including Rana, who is with us today. And I think that I like, on the other hand, I still like struggling with making friends in Korea because I'm kind of introvert, so.
But hopefully such programs like the K-UNESCO program could encourage you to make foreign friends as well as Korean friends in the future.
That's right. I step out of my comfort zone.
Right.
And yeah, being on this show is my big honor too. So I'm so glad that I'm here today. So
Right,
it's one of my merits.
Speaking of that, thank you very much, Tram, for being here today to share your story.
It's my honor.
Right, and Adil, also thank you very much for your time and your thoughts today.
Thank you.
All right, well, that ends this edition of Issues and Insiders. Thank you for watching. See you same time tomorrow.